What is up, Lightworkers? I know it's been a long time since I put up a video. The last you heard of me, I was doing Gridwork, and I had just left Sacramento and went down to LA. Keep in mind, this was 2 days before the fires started down there. So I went down to LA. This video is just me recapping my whole Gridwork journey and some news at the end. So I left Sacramento. Something told me to go. It's like, you gotta go. So I drove down to LA, and when I got there, I remembered how congested it gets on the roads. I think I was arriving close to rush hour, so I didn't make much progress. I hit LA, did my grid work, and then I went and spent some time with a good friend from childhood. Had a great time, got a hotel, was planning to stay for a couple days, but something told me the next morning to get out of California. So I went to Arizona to find out that California went up in flames, or not the whole state, just LA. I actually stayed in Orange County, so it's not LA, but it was close-ish. And I got to Arizona, met with one of my panelists from our first Heal the World event, stayed with my brother. It was a very, very nice experience. They were actually doing the channel panel. I was really hoping to go check that out, but I didn't go. I think they had like 3-day ticket bundles, and I was there the second day. Didn't do it. But while I was in Arizona, I actually met a light worker through a friend who offered for me to come stay with her for however long. She lived in Texas. And despite my common sense, I decided to go with my intuition, and my intuition said, it's time to go. So I left on a 16-hour drive by myself into a blizzard. And mind you, I did not rest before this trip. So it was like 6 p.m. I woke up, I think 5 a.m. that day, drove 16 hours straight. Well, it actually turned into a little bit more than that, because at about hour 13 or 14, I started falling asleep at the wheel. Despite my 8 cups of coffee and 3 5-hour energies, my body was in this heightened state of nervousness thanks to the jittery of the coffee. I started drifting off the road, and the blizzard didn't help at all. The blizzard didn't help. So I pull off the road, go to one of those rest stops. Snow's coming down, temperature's dropping. I'm seeing on the thermometer of my car, it's 34 degrees, 33 degrees. And then it hit 32 degrees. And we all know what happens to water when it goes below 32 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm getting more intuition that it's you gotta really go. You just gotta push. So I said, all right, okay. I prayed to my angels, and I said, you guys, I need some help. I need to get off the road, get to my destination. And for the next 3 hours, I had this sense of drive or alertness that got me to my destination. This light worker that I met was super cool. She was super hospitable. Had a bath drawn for me when I got there. Had a fruit basket full of delicious grapes and watermelon and other fruits. And she was someone that I believe that I've known in a past life. We connected very quickly, very, very deep, instantly. It was really cool. And that's the type of interaction that you can only have with other members of your soul family. You meet them and you just click and things work out. I ended up staying. I actually didn't spend the night there. I got a hotel room just because the spacing. I needed my own personal space after that trip. Um, and the next morning, I drove another 10 hours, 11 hours, maybe 12 hours to Colorado, back home where I live. I live in Colorado. And then about 2 hours away from that destination, I hit another blizzard. This one was way, way worse than the one in Texas. In Texas, it was scary because it was like there was ice forming on the road and I was sliding quite a bit. Um, but on the way home, I hit another blizzard, and it was like within an hour, there was 2 feet of snow on the road. There was this just line of cars going like 5 miles per hour. You look to the right, you look to the left, you see accidents, just cars just dumped into ditches. But luckily for me, I had a friend that lived in the town that I got snowed in at, and she let me spend the night with her. Had a wonderful time with her. So basically, and then the next morning I was able to make it home. That whole journey was just like, it was nuts. It was nuts. There was times where I was following a car down the road, and then the car passed me. It had like all nines on the license plate. So I was like, oh, I don't know. And I just like followed it. And as I turned, there's, I don't know what, like an antelope just chilling in the middle of the night on the road. And if I wouldn't have veered off and followed that other car, I would have hit it. I would have hit it dead on. And there was other instances where I was driving and you'd hear just like a whisper. It's just like, change lanes. So I changed lanes, and there's like a bunch of cones in the way that I would have hit. Like this journey was so angelically guided. I cannot even stress it enough. It's probably, I mean, it's obviously why I'm here. I would have gotten accidents along the way. I think one of the best things about it is that I wasn't worried at all. Not even a little bit. Like when I was passing the antelope on the road, I was like, oh shit. I would have died if I hit that. And just kept going. The news that I have, one of the reasons, I don't need to give you a reason, but one of the reasons that I haven't uploaded any videos is because I got tired of saying, oh, we have this community website coming out, like wait for it. And a lot of the information that I have to share is information that's found on other channels, from other light workers, other star seeds, other people that are part of the awakening community already, with way more subscribers than I have. But that's not a reason not to share a message. Like I'm reaching people that they aren't reaching, maybe, I don't know. But the good news is my site finally came out. We launched it 2-3 weeks ago. And we are currently reaching out to influencers, creators. If you have a YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and you're a light worker and you want your message to reach more people, we want you to join our platform. Our platform is a network of light work leaders that are combining our efforts. I love so much that so many of you have put in so much effort to get the message out there. The message is out there. We're on next level shit right now. Next step is to take action. So by uniting all of us light workers, we can coordinate our efforts towards a better planet, better future for our next generations, for ourselves. And I would love for us to sever our dependence on our government, the system that we live in. Housing is too expensive, way too expensive. Food is too expensive. It's way too expensive. It grows out of the ground. And it's breaking the bank for so many people. Then you got the jobs that you have to work to pay for the rent for the house you don't want to live in, the food that's too expensive to put on your table, that's not even healthy for you. Most of it, like organic, is way expensive and it shouldn't be. Our water is poisoned. Our air is poisoned. And there's no one, I mean, I won't say there's no one doing anything about it, but we need to do something about this faster, right? So come together, join us at ascendpathway.org, ascendpathway.org. We're looking to reform the education system. We've already got a committee in place, and we hold regular meetings to discuss how to make this happen. We are looking to build eco-friendly, environmental, self-sustainable housing, affordable. Like, I don't know why people are spending 500,000 plus on a single family home. I just don't get it. When you can, for less, like a fraction of that, get a house erected. And as we come together, we can agree on a location for the first one, then a location for the second one. I'm expecting villages all across the planet. And the only thing that's slowing us down is people power and money. Money helps. But with people power, we can emphasize our voice, find out what we actually want, present that to investors, landowners, to make this actually happen. Not only that, we are encouraging our influencers to bring their audiences together. Amongst these audiences are going to be healers that are struggling to find clients and revenue. We all have a gift. Some of us more than others. Some of us are just coming online. These gifts and talents that need to be shared. They need to be shared. And we as light workers are the front runners in this movement. This is a spiritual revolution, a conscious revolution. The world is awakening. And it's a beautiful thing. And we get to be the ones that have gone through all the torment and the tribulation of being called crazy or not knowing what's happening to us. We went through it alone, so others don't have to. We are the guides, the teachers, the leaders of the new world. And we are building that new world. We're on step one of the process, and we need all the help that we can get to drive all the traffic together to unite as one. If you're an influencer, creator, check out our website, ascendpathway.org. Click on the I am an influencer button and email me any interest you have to contribute. And I'm not talking financially. If you have a message, you can host events on our site. It's an online venue. We're also hosting our second Heal the World event on, what day was that? May 26th. On May 26th, there is a ton of astrological stuff happening. And we are ramping up to have an epic event. And all donations received for this event from now until that day will be distributed to single mothers. Our single mothers have put so much time and work into raising their children and their families, and they're doing it alone. And they need help. And if we're going to protect the future of our generation, then we're going to need to take care of them. We all need help. We're all wounded at some point. But we don't have to be wounded alone. We can heal the wounds and start enjoying life. We can finally start enjoying life. I would love for every one of my subscribers to join ascendpathway.org. It's free. It's free. And the more people that join, the more leverage I have to get more people to join. So if you feel like you don't have anything to contribute, you can't help, that's BS, because you can, and you will. Just click a button that says, I want something better. I'm going to be better about putting videos out. Go ahead and put in the comments if you want me to put any content out specifically. You're a wonderful human being. You deserve love. You deserve happiness. It's time to go get it. So join us. We accept you. We love you. We're your soul family.